Good afternoon. You have Zoe and Nana here in San Antonio, Texas, also known as Judy Allen. So today we have, what is that called? The best there is. The best there is. I always say you're the best is what I want to say because I think of you as the best, Zoe. So, so we're going to be making three cards from the new paper pumpkin kit for May, and yes, there's a Father's Day in there. And so we usually always make one of each of what's actually in the kit. So Zoe hadn't said what she's going to make yet, which I'm going to do. So you'll have to look and see, Zoe. So with that, let's go down the hands and let's show you how we're going to make these cards. If you're live with us and you had the kit, feel free to join in with us. You know, that's what it's all about, is getting together and creating together. Let's go down those hands, right? You decide what you're going to do there? Thinking about it, looking at it as I get this little mouse to quit wiggling around on me. There we go. All right, let me close that out there. There we go. We'll do that there also. All right, so this is what we've got here. So these are the three cards, if you can see them. And this really matches really good with the country birdhouse paper and all too. They got some paper like this, so it tells you back on here as well. It should tells you what it coordinates with. It just gives you the colors back here. So these are actually coordinates. This coordinates really well with basic beige, crumb cake, early espresso, misty moonlight, pool party, and wild wheat. So if you're one of my customers, that's what I send you, is some sample cardstock to go with it. So the first one, so it's actually not, yeah, it's actually this one right here that's first. So you're going to do the first one? All right, she's going to do the first one. All right. This one's got, you're the best, right? You're the best. Yep. So I really like this. So this is actually, this looks just like the cardstock, like I said, that they have with the country birdhouse. Did I not cut that deep enough for you? Okay. So they actually, so this is actually cardstock we have here, but if you look at the country birdhouse suite, you will see they have paper, DSP paper that looks just like, actually both the envelope too. The envelope there is, they've got DSP paper that looks like that as well. So it just all coordinates really well together, right? So we could actually, if we want to, we could put a birdhouse on here and it would look just perfect with it. Nana knows, because Nana's been making a bunch of birdhouses. All right, so yes, there you go. There's your ink. Yeah, and they've got the tags already ready for you. So this one, they actually have a stamp in the envelopes, which I think is really cool, right? And you can also stamp the inside of the card if you wanted to, too. We actually did that. We actually had Hope House last week. And that's what we did. We actually did some stamping on the inside as well as stamping on the outside. Yep, there you go. All right, and I will look for something to clean. You go ahead and keep on going, and I'll find something for us to clean with, because I don't think I have that up here with us at the moment. All right. We're just going to have to wing it. But I do have everything on their own block. So that won't be the end of the world for us. There you go. So Father's Day is coming up. Yeah, just use that one if you want to. Are you doing the trees? Or what are you doing?
This goes on here.
Oh, it goes on there?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, go for it. You got to ink it up first. And
Here, I think.
yeah, okay. I didn't see that. I was busy trying to get the other stuff. Huh, okay. It's really hard to see because it blends in
Yeah.
really well with that. So I'm not, I guess they have you stamping the leaves themselves, it looks like. Is that what you're stamping, is the leaves? It looks like the leaves themselves. Let me get you some paper. Go ahead. I didn't see that. I missed that when I was putting it all together for you. But I'll get us something. Sharon Bacchus always likes our puppy dog paper. So the puppy dog paper comes with paper pumpkin. So yeah, here. I was doing something the other day. The glass mats are good, but if you're doing anything with ink, here you go. And you need to stamp anything, and that just makes it easier, right? Let me get that out of the way for you. So what they have doing is stamping the actual leaves.
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh, okay. All right, so they have you doing on both sides then? You have to do it on both sides. Well, that's a first. Well, I like it that they show you different things, right? It's nice to learn different things versus doing the same thing over and over. It's always good to learn new things. So, yeah. Okay. Huh. That's pretty interesting. Yep, it just sort of gives it a little extra something, okay? I'll hold that for you over here.
Oh, this goes.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
we need glue dots.
Glue dots right here.
Or glue dots and glue these.
Yeah, and dimensionals, yep.
Because the dimensionals are the
Yeah, at first when I saw it, I was thinking we were just going to have some gems or something, but I was thinking, no, that's glue dots. Yep. Yeah. So you're glad school's out?
Yes.
School's out for summer.
Woohoo! High school.
Yo, that's true. Zoe's moving on to high school. She's officially out of junior high. Is that what they call it, or middle school?
Middle school.
Middle school, okay. She's out of middle school now. On to high school. High school bound. Oh, yeah. That's right. So, yes. But it's been very hot. So, school's out and it's very hot. I know, right? Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, because I know that we have people from all over the United States and everything it looks, but so yes, we've had we were actually under heat advisories yesterday with a heat index of up to 112. So we had heat advisories into the evening, and I don't think we're under heat advisories today. It's just warm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're gonna
Especially with long hair.
when you're gonna be in the 90s and everything else. Yep.
My nails are getting in the way.
Sticking to your nails.
My nail.
Oh, your nail's not gonna come off.
Yeah.
It's just gonna stick to your nail. That's all. So yeah.
We get her.
Yes. So the school's out, and you've already got your wish list, and she's got her list. She's been putting together what she's gonna need for high school, clothing wise, hair product wise. You know, the important things.
I gotta upgrade.
You gotta upgrade. That's right, because you're going from middle school to high school.
Yes.
Gotta have an upgrade. That's true. Yes, and today is when we do the door prizes. So if you've made comments either today or you've made them previously, since the last time we got together, which was like April the 28th or something like that. So we include all the names in there in the door prizes. We just put you on the wheel of names and we spin. And that is how we get the door prizes. The winners. So if you ever wondered, that's how we do it. Get it? Okay. So then the next thing is we just have to sit there and take the trees in. So they have us stamping, which is cute. They have us stamping the trees right there in front of the envelope. You know what, since I don't have another one up here, I've actually used this before to sit there. I've actually used this. Have you done this before?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, we did. But
We did one time because I think we didn't have blocks or whatever, or I forgot them, or I did it one time when I went to the tea place. We hadn't gone to the tea place yet. When I went to the tea place, I forgot to put a block in my kit. Mm-hmm. And so when I got there, it was like, well, I'm not leaving here until I stamp something, right?
yes.
So that's what I did. I just took this is the hard plastic side of it. It's a little bit harder than the other side, which is a little bit more flimsier. Mm-hmm. And I just did it like that.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop. So there you go. So if you don't have a block, that's what you can do. All right, you ready for number 2? Mm-hmm. All right, so what do you got for number 2? Next one. All right, card number 2. No, the next one is going to be Happy Father's Day. Okay, I can do this one. That's fine. And you know what? I gave out over 20 Mother's Day cards. Yeah, they have you stamp in every envelope. I think that's cool. You can stamp and I'm going to stamp the inside of the card too. Because I can, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So again, this paper, they have DSP paper, looks just like this. Like I said, in the Country Birdhouse Suite. It's real pretty. So they have us putting this down with glue dots. It's a lot of glue dots. Mm. And then, but I do like this. This is real pretty. Look how they did that.
Yeah.
It's got actually a, you can see, but see how it's got this little stitched on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, you can do that with a stylish shaped dies. Yeah, they just, that's pretty cool. So, one of the things we don't think about sometimes, we're always doing cardstock, but they're showing you how you can go and just do the same thing to DSP, right? So we could do that to DSP, designer series paper, and do the same thing. I like that. It sort of inspires us, right? Yep. So that's just one of the things. It looks just like, looks like the stylish shaped dies there. So the stylish shaped dies does circles. I'm trying to think. I just recently used it. I know it does some different banners, and I want to say it does some squares too. It's actually squares though, not rectangles, right? Okay, so we're just going to center that right there. And then we're just going to sit there. So then we just had to put this one up on dimensionals, and then I have to stamp Father Day.
Sideways.
What?
The card.
Oh, it's like that? Thank you. Hey, it wouldn't be the first time I did something like that. Thank you for the heads up. What'd you do with the dimensionals, though? Here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. And I doubt it would be the last time. Oh, I have done this more than once. How about if when you opened your card, it was turned the wrong way?
I did it backwards.
Did you do it backwards? Yeah, I've done it before where it's like this and I open it.
And it's like,
yes. Yep. So your Nana has done that more than once. So we just laugh because it's like, okay, well, somebody that reads from right to left, whatever, they'll work with it, right? They'll just be glad they got it. So we're just going to put this right here. And then we're going to stamp Happy Father's Day here. And this one we're actually putting dimensionals on this as well too. How many dimensionals they have us putting? Okay, so you can see here, they have right here, hold it up to you. They have 2 dimensionals and 1 glue dot. And the reason is because this piece is actually going to cross over right here. And since this is already on dimensionals, you don't want to put a dimensional up here because that makes it out of whack there. Yeah. So they're going to be on the wonky side. So they have us just putting this here, and they'll put a glue dot on the end. Yep. What the hell? They've been doing Happy Father's Day.
You also ink around the edge of this.
Oh, they're going to ink around the edges? Wow.
Fancy.
Yeah, that is fancy. So we're going to chalk the edges of this. That's good. So when I've done scrapbooking, we call this chalking. My friend Valerie and I was looking all over the place for chalking and found out it's just a technique name. Everybody has their own name for things, right?
Yeah.
So the place where we were doing the scrapbooks, they called it chalking. I'm not sure why. But anyway, okay, I did the edges. So, but you really can't see it, so that's sort of interesting.
Yeah. Maybe just do a little more.
Well, it doesn't matter. What it is you're doing the color on the color, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you really, really can't, you can see it barely, right? It's there, but it's barely there. So, yes, you can ink it. I'll tell you what, you can ink it more, and I will get ready to stamp Happy Father's Day on this one. There. And that way you can ink it as much as you want to. But yeah, just go around the edges. I'll tell you what, if you're going to put me some ink on here, I'll stamp Happy Father's Day. And you can ink that up all you want. And then we're just going to put this on with glue dots at the bottom there. Teamwork. Whoop, whoop. That's right. Okay, so they have me just putting glue dots on the bottom, right? And the reason for that is, again, same thing. It's just the bottom portion is going to be put on the blue piece there. So that's why you just want the glue dots right here. Okay. Yep. So we're just going to put this down here, and that allows things just to work together. So you don't have anything wonky. Now you could most probably put this on a dimensional top part, but they don't show us doing that. Okay, get it inked up now? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, she does. So you can see how she's inked it up more so you can see it a little bit more. See it right there? So actually, you don't realize it, but the stuff really shows up on camera more than it does to your own naked eye. Because I did that yesterday, and it was like, I didn't see it. But when I went to sit there, oh, you know what?
What, is it crooked?
No, it's on the opposite end. Hold on. See right there?
Yeah.
That glue dot needs to go right there, so this needs to go right here, which I'm lucky that did not stick because of this. Alright, these are big. I don't know why that'd be a problem. Alright, so we're just going to center this here. Like this. So it just gives it, I have to say, it does give it a little nice touch, right? The other thing that we've done too, that you'd have to do with one of the pens versus this, is we actually have flecked ink on it, right?
Yeah, flick it.
Yeah, just flick it on there with one of the pens. That's just a nice touch too. Alright, but they didn't give us one of those. Alright, so we're just going to connect right here. Yeah, they got you even covering up part of the tree. Oh my gosh. Alright, they got it in just a little bit more. Trying to see if I get it. I don't know, they got it in a lot. Alright, this is okay. We will survive. There we go. So we got this done. So now we just need to do the trees, right? Which we still have the trees right here. And we'll do the envelope. Like I said, I think it'd be nice if we did the trees on the inside. You know what? Why don't you open the card right there back? I'll do this on the outside, like they showed us. And then let's go ahead and put some on the inside, just because we got a lot of space there that we can, right? Yeah. So there we go. Ah, I like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that right here. It doesn't say it in there to do it, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to do it. You could do yeah, just you know, we do that at regular envelopes, right? Just coordinates it all together. Makes it look pretty spiffy, right? Do you use the word spiffy, or do you use something else? Makes it look really good and cool.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Makes it look nice. That's what you would say. All right. So there we go. Ah, doesn't it look nice? Okay. So there we go. The outside and the inside. All right, kiddo. Card number 3. You're up.
Yippee.
Yep. So yes. So these are very quick and easy to make. Now, do they have you stamping this one? No, they don't have you stamping these. They just have you putting them on the glue dots. Yep, and you just have, yep, you're just doing it like that. But this is nice. So again, if you had the country birdhouse in that suite, you've got the paper that looks like this. It's got this whole wood grain look just like this here. So those all coordinate really well together. There you go. So yeah. So we actually got a couple of other things we got to make. So we're not just making cards this summer. We got some stuff to make a necklace. So we'll have to show it to you once we finish it, the necklace that we make. And then there's another piece of, I want to say it's like artwork is what I would call it, because it's going to be like a picture by the time we get through. So we're going to do that as well too. Yep. It's got a combination. So here you go. So the picture we're making, it's actually got a combination of rocks and, I'm trying to think what those other things are that you called that looks like they're crushed up. But anyway, it's mosaic, right? Would you take art? Have you ever done mosaic in art? No? So it's actually making a mosaic, really. It's a combination of taking what they usually use to use mosaic, and then also taking some crushed rocks they have as well. So
where they put like the paint on the rocks?
I guess. I'm not sure. I didn't look at it that close, but I mean, basically, by the time we get through, we will have made a picture you can hang on the wall. It's just a combination of different textures, right, that you're using because you're using the different materials. So, yeah. You can make a card out of it because the problem is having like that rock and the mosaic stuff is too thick. Yeah. You'd almost, if you ever did something like that on a card, you'd have to like special mail it, right? But that's food for thought, right? Food for thought. We make the picture, and then we could see whether we have any leftover stuff to see if we wanted to make a card or anything else. Oh, you know what would make good with it to go with the picture? Is make like a box or something that you could put your jewelry in to go with the picture. If there was any leftover, that'd be cool. You could either, I don't know, we'll think about that. That's food for thought, though. That'd be cool if you have some leftover. Right? So it's just creating with different materials. I don't know that we can make a card. We can try and see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. See what we think. See what we have left over, and we'll get to making and following the instructions. So we usually, doesn't matter what we make, right? If she sews a dress, I think it's the only thing you sew in is dresses and a skirt, I guess, right?
And a pillow.
And a pillow, right? So we had instructions or a pattern we were using, then we, at least the first time around, we follow the instructions. And then from there, we modify if we want to modify. So it's no different than making cards. We always at least sit there and follow the directions once, for sure. And then from there, we do alternatives. So it's sort of in everything we do there, right? Okay, so is that it? Except for stamping the envelope
And folding it.
and folding it. So you're going to stamp the inside of the card on this one? No? Okay. With love and admiration to the most amazing person. So you know that stamp message could go to anybody, right?
With the envelope.
The envelope. You're looking for the extra envelope. Just a second. It's right there. Yeah. So yeah, I'd go ahead and stamp the envelope. There you go.
Tree.
Because actually, really and truly, this time I don't know that I would really cut the envelope to use it because it's the same as the card base, right?
Yeah.
So it's not different. So I most probably wouldn't. I would most probably just dig into the country birdhouse papers and see what else I could alternate with, you know, as an alternative. Or just using the cardstock, right? Just different color cardstock, so this gives variety as well. There you go. There you go. That's just very nice. I would not have put that combination of color and thought. So this is a good example I was explaining one day. Is this color here of ink that we use, the Misty Moonlight. It's a nice blue, right? So if you stamp this, just stamp it on white paper for them or show them. So if you stamp it on white paper, it's going to look different than when you stamp it on a piece of envelope or cardstock that's a different color, right?
I mean, yeah, just stamping it on the thing itself and sitting it.
You're right. So if you so if you turn around and stamp it on the white paper there, just to see the differences in color. So you definitely see the more blue right there versus when you stamp it right here. It just looks a little different. It doesn't. You don't get the exact color that you see when you stamp it on white. So it's always something to take into consideration when you sit up there and you're going to do something like this. Is what color are you stamping on, right? Because there's some colors when you do it that don't look like the color. All right, so they didn't give us any alternatives on this one. They just sat there and gave us, showed you what we have the dies that go with this. So the dies are actually good for April, May, and June. So even the month of June, when the next kit comes out, these dies go with it as well. As you can see, the die here matches what they did right here, right? So you can make more tags, do whatever you want to do. So just FYI, that's something they're doing in advance so that we can sit there and do it. So we'll do an alternative on Friday, and we do Teach Me Nana. Let me get you back up here. There you go. So I hope you enjoy that, right? Those are just really quick and easy and simple to make, right? So there's no excuse, Zoe, that you do not have a Father's Day card, right?
Yeah.
Whether you make any other ones or if you make this one or whatever. No excuse not to do a Father's Day card. They made it very simple for us. And you know what? I could see us putting a birdhouse on there. I really could. So you'll just have to check it out on Friday when we do our Teach Me Nana live at noon, right? Because Zoe will be with me.
Yes.
And you haven't put any of the birdhouses together, so you don't know about the birdhouses.
No, I don't.
No, she doesn't. So we might put a birdhouse on there. That'll look nice. All right. With that, have a very blessed weekend. Memorial Day. Hopefully you have a 3-day weekend. Most of our crew does. So we're going to be eating some crawfish. And we'll most probably do some grilling. I don't know. We'll have to see who's going to do the grilling. So be blessed. Look forward to seeing you next time with Zoe and Nana. Keep in mind, we get together at the end of the month. For us, we'll be doing the paper pumpkin. But if you've got a kit, or if you want to get a kit, we put a link down there so you get your own kit. And you can make it right along with us. Be blessed. Go out there, create, share, and give. If you're not following us, be sure to follow us here on Facebook and also on Instagram, where we post the photos, and on YouTube, where we post the videos. All right. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.